Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today in front of us are all of the LEGO exclusive minifigures from San Diego Comic-Con 2019. So you've got these two sets here in front of us. Included are the exclusive Captain Marvel and Maria Rambeau, and also Zebra Batman, Advanced Suit Spider-Man, as well as Barb. So without further ado, we're going to get into everything that you see here one-on-one, starting off with my favorite minifigure. And of course, it is Batman. Here we've got Zebra Batman in his packaging. Not bad artwork, relatively minimal, but I kind of like this somewhat subtle style of artwork on the front. And then this is the detailing for the back. Usually, or actually in the past, they used to have sort of like promotions and stuff. Feels like this is just a general back of a toy packaging that you would see. There's a little bit of a promotion for the DC Supervillains game. Alright, so here is Batman a bit closer up. I've changed the camera settings a little bit so you can see him slightly better than before, but there's some interesting choices made for this guy. First off, look at his cape. You can actually see the printing better on the back than in the front, which I think is a little strange considering he's meant to be posed pretty much, within the casing, so it's actually harder to see the zebra printing. I think it would have been nicer if it was printed darker on the inside of the cape, but not much of a big deal there. You got printing on the toes, the legs, the torso. You can even see a little bit of ab detailing on the torso as well. No printing on the sides of the arms, but you do have printing on the side of the cowl, interesting, and also on the top of the cowl as well. Such a strange guy. Apparently he was attacked by Magnetic Man, turning him into sort of a magnetic something, like he has the powers to repulse matter. And I thought he was actually an evil character, but I read the synopsis on the comic from what he's based on from like the 1950s, and I think he ends up using his magnetic power to fight Magnetic Man, and then eventually he returns himself back to good. Anyways, here's what he looks like without his cowl. So there's his face there. I'm going to compare it with other versions of Batman's facial print in the video so you can see, but I am pretty darn sure, about 99% positive, that these are pre-existing Batman expressions just printed onto a white minifigure head. So there's Batman. He's not that crazy considering we've got so many strange ones from the Lego Batman movie series. A lot of those collectible Batmans are just so strange looking, so he actually seems not as insane. But yeah, for a standard Batman, this is pretty wild, and I really like that they kept the detailing from a 1950s comic. I'm super glad that they went that direction. DC went that direction this year. So anyways, let's move on. Next up is PS4 Spider-Man. That's right, Marvel went in the direction of promoting one of their games. I do hear it's a pretty awesome one. Ramon pretty much swears that it's the best version of a Spider-Man game out there. That is Ramon's idea. Anyways, it's PS4 Spider-Man, or it's his Advanced Suit. Advanced Suit Spider-Man is also what people call this guy. This is the detailing on the back. It's got another little promotion. Less words, a lot less words actually than the Batman one. And then let's take a look at the artwork on the card. Simple, once again simple, but there you go. You got the Spider-Man logo and not much else. I like the look. Let's take him out of the package. Righto, so here's the closer look at Spider-Man. His detailing is good. There isn't anything here that I see right off the bat that I would say is better than what we see coming from Lego playsets with Spider-Man right now. Of course, the detailing is just different. It is what you saw from the video game. So you have the much larger white Spider-Man logo on the front and back, which is sort of the main signature difference, though you can see a few tiny little details here and there on the legs and the toes, and also the head. The head itself is a unique print. Kind of interesting, if you look at him from the side here, you see the back printing for the back of his head there, and then you see it on the other side. It's actually wider. The back printing is offset a little bit compared to the face, which I think is facing pretty much straight on right here. And then if you look, and then you look again, it's like closer to the front of the page. So yeah, it's just a little bit offset for our version of Spider-Man this time around. I'd be curious to know if that was a printing thing that happened with other versions of this same guy. Sometimes errors like that in small batches seem to be uniform. But anyways, you can see also that his hands are backwards. Same thing with Zebra Batman from the last time we showed him. He looks good, but he's definitely, I don't think he's better than the last time we got Spider-Man as a Comic-Con exclusive. I thought that detailing was a little bit more, just higher quality. There was a little bit more subtle printing included here. Well, this is clean. It's pretty much boilerplate and what you would expect, I think, from a Lego playset if they had decided to mass produce him. And all right, next up is the Captain Marvel set. So this is the set completely built and the box that it came in. Really love the little holographic bit of detailing here. Also the printing, once again, really nice packaging. You can see it's already been opened. This is what the set looks like from behind, the side of it, the other side of it, and the underside of it. Okay, so that's everything. Oh, I guess if you want to see the top? Okay, there it is. So there's the box. I do like the way the box looks, but really we're going to be taking a look at the set here, which I do think is a little bit of a step ahead from some of the previous Lego sets we got from other years. Now that I'm thinking about it, before I get into the details of this particular set, it is 271 pieces, set number 77902, rated for ages 9 and up. And you had to, I think, first qualify online to get the ability to purchase it, and then it cost $45 to actually buy the set. So it's certainly above market value. For like a normal play set, but here, just in this corner, is the current price that it is being listed for on eBay. And I know it is certainly more than the Batman set because it includes an exclusive Captain Marvel as well as Maria Rambeau. Before we get into the figs though, I just want to show some of the nicer details. This is Goose in his Flurkin form. So it's just kind of a build that the kitty stands on. And you can see like the face sort of exploding a little bit. Here, you can probably see it better from that angle. Yeah, it's just resting. There's his face resting. He's just kind of sitting on top of this little thing. And there he is. Not bad. I think that actually looks pretty good. Got some little details for boxes, an octane oil drum because of course Lego, and a little toolbox. And then turning up here to the actual ship. Let me pull that back. There we go. I love that it's canted. I actually like the build style for the little canted stand. It's a pretty good idea on how they put that together. Though the ship itself, I mean, it really doesn't look very good at all. The detailing is silly. The proportions are just almost goofy at this point. But of course, it's a play set and you want a figure to be able to sit in the cockpit. I do like what they did to make the pointy nose. And outside of that, I think basically all the detailing is no good. Minus, actually, you know what? I do actually kind of like the back of the wings and the thrusters. That looks all right. But yeah, just in general, the ship itself doesn't really look cool. You know what I mean? But that's just my own personal opinion. Now let's get into the exclusive figs. So here is Captain Marvel in her Kree colors, or the Star Force uniform. Good looking details. Once again, the detailing here doesn't feel like something like extra special, highly detailed stuff that you wouldn't see from a set. The fact is, if they did decide to include Captain Marvel like this from one of the sets, from either Endgame or the Captain Marvel set, this is probably exactly what she would have looked like. And it almost feels like they should have done it for one of the sets, considering she kind of looked like this for most of the movie, right? Her expressions are not exclusive. I believe this is the same version of her face that we saw from the sets, though I will confirm that right now. If there's any graphics saying otherwise in the screen here, saying that I'm wrong, then I'm probably wrong, but I don't think I am. And yeah, nice hairpiece, good looking detailing, and I'm glad that we actually got this version of her, because this is something that I think is a little bit more familiar in a lot of ways. This is Maria Rambeau, so she actually does have some exclusive stuff. What I actually like here, that's the Harry Potter hairpiece, but it fits for the character. You can even see the little split there that's supposed to normally go over the scar. Yeah, I think that's actually lined up a little bit better on the minifigure head, so that's kind of funny. Some really nice things about here. First off, great detailing for a fighter pilot. Doesn't get better than that. I know people are gonna just like this print in general for fighter pilots, but she's such an expensive exclusive fig now that you just won't see this, I don't think, on many you know, custom builds or something like that for people that want to make jet fighter pilots. Same thing goes for this piece here. So let me switch them out. Actually, before I do that, these are her expressions. Really like the expressions. I don't know if they're exclusive. Once again, you'll see a graphic here saying whether or not the expressions on her face are exclusive or not. But okay, now let me switch out the detailing for the head. And now, yes, this is so awesome. I don't think I've seen this gas mask or the breathing apparatus mold on a figure before, and the same goes for the visor piece that is a bit taller, a bit wider, and also has that cutout for the nose there. But if LEGO isn't already putting this onto other figures for the next wave of sets, then they'd be very silly not to do that. So far, I do believe that these pieces are exclusive right now, but if they're not produced and put into other sets within the next couple of months, I'd be very, very surprised. Looks excellent though. I hope we get a lot more of those pieces because people are going to absolutely love them for putting onto pilot figs, jet fighter pilot figs, obviously, and other things like that. So anyways, I think for a character that wasn't, you know, certainly not one of the more well-known characters within the Marvel Universe, but to get her in LEGO form, they did a really, really great job. There's a lot of nice pieces that come along with her. Now, I've already done an individual video on this particular Batman set, so I'm just going to give you a very quick overview. It is Batman hanging out on the edge of a building, and you can also see sort of a forced perspective, micro-scale version of Gotham City in the back. Oh man, I didn't fix this from last time. Let me fix it now. I totally forgot. Okay, yeah, the bat symbol is supposed to be hanging off just by the one stud there. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, yeah, but there it is. You can see the bat signal in the back, and it's nice. Nice detailing all around. That's an exclusive print showing the 80 years of Batman, and the figure himself is not an exclusive Batman. In fact, he's one of the most common forms of the guy. Actually, oh, it was almost the same expressions that we saw from the zebra Batman, or maybe one of those is the same. Anyways, yeah, so there he is. He also came out in a $45 set. The set number is 77903. It has, you know, 427 pieces, $45 to purchase. This is what the graphic is from the back. And anyways, all right, if you want to really see the details of this a little bit better, we do have an individual video on it, but there you go. That's this exclusive set, and we're done. Just kidding. Here's Barb. Almost forgot about you, Barb. Ha 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 ha. Okay, there's my only joke in the video. This is the Barb minifigure. Very subtle, almost non-seeable, but you can see just some of those gnarly roots and or vines that grow in the upside down. There is a little promotion for the upside down set from Stranger Things. A little bit, you know, just some more packaging stuff there, but that's basically Barb in her package with the card. Let's take her out. All right, so here is the Barb character. The print is pretty darn detailed, to be fair. Right there in the front, you can see the frill along with sort of the plaid detailing. I'm not exactly sure what you call that, checkerboard detailing. I think it counts as plaid. But anyways, it's checkerboarded, kind of knit black, white, red detailing that goes all along the front and the back. You can even see a little bit of frill on the collar there, and some relatively plain pants, but a little bit of detailing still. Still on the pants, there's some detailing. Let's see her expressions. I haven't actually looked at them myself. There we go. There's Barb. She looks kind of confused in this, doesn't she? She's got a little bit of like scared for sure, but you can see with those eyebrows, it almost feels like, huh? Like, what? Is this really happening to me? And then there's her more standard, her default expression. Good looking character. I don't know. She didn't seem super remarkable in the show. She was just so popularly memed that I think by popular demand, the people that were doing the Stranger Things set were like, hey, let's throw Barb in here. And it's kind of a fun figure to get, though, based on how you've seen the prices popping up on the sides of these figs throughout the video, that it kind of makes sense that she wouldn't be as sought after or as expensive, really, as the other Spider-Man or Batman. And all right, there you have it. These are all of the LEGO exclusive figs that came from the San Diego Comic-Con 2019 wave. I guess you could call it a wave of sorts. There certainly are enough individual things here to be considered a wave. Maybe someday we'll build that exclusive Sith Trooper build, but the building instructions are out right now for it, and we'll probably just order the parts individually. I don't really care that much about getting a special little box to commemorate the set so much. I do like, though, the rest of these ones. Tell me which one of these figs is your favorite. Zebra Batman is my favorite for sure, and look forward to an Everything San Diego Comic-Con Lego at some point video. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault. Hey everybody, just wanted to pop in very quickly, let you guys know that we've got a Lego web store, www.brickvault.toys, where we sell the PDF step-by-step instructions for some incredibly awesome Lego MOCs. I highly recommend you guys go check it out if you're interested in building something a little bit more high quality, way more detailed, and the revenue from the web store helps support us here at the channel, as well as the designers that build these awesome Lego creations. So anyways, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.